Watch the Cubs take on the Pirates on Wednesday afternoon at Wrigley Field. Game time 1:20. But be sure to arrive early. The first 4,000 children 13 and younger will receive limited edition American Girl doll-sized Cubs apparel. Doll not included. Compliments of Pepsi. For more information and to purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com. Middle of the order for the Cardinals: Beltran, Beckman, and Molina. Only 2 hits for the visitors through 5. A struggle for Beltran here in the second half. Came in hitting just .222 since the All-Star break. Started in right field for the National League in the All-Star game. Right on the edge. 2-2.
Talk about Carlos Beltran. Health always is a factor as to how much he can contribute, how many games he can play. But with the Cardinals having the depth that they do and some backup players that are putting up big offensive numbers, Mike Matheny should be able to rest Carlos Beltran adequately in the second half of the season to keep him fresh.
He's coming back from a 2-day respite. I think if you had to pick a key batter of the game so far for Samardzija, I think it was Beltran's at bat in the first. Bases loaded, nobody out, and he got Beltran on the first pitch to bounce into a fielder's choice.
And what that did also, Len, even though the Cubs were only able to get 1 out on the play and 1 run did score, it put a light at the end of the tunnel. 1 more ground ball, possibly a double play to get out of the inning. Now, as it turned out, he struck out Lance Beckman and got the fielder's choice from Yadier Molina to end the inning. But when you have bases loaded and nobody out, you don't know how you're going to get out of this jam. But this very quick 1-pitch out, forced play at second base, at least gave Jeff Samardzija and the Cubs a light at the end of the tunnel to get out of the inning. And to escape that one with only 1 run is pretty amazing.
Been able to hold up 3-1. Walk number 5 today. Some other teams that have been pretty cold. The Brewers finally got a win last night, 6-0 over the Nationals, snapping a 7-game losing streak and the Nationals' 6-game winning streak. The Mets losing their 13th game in their last 15. They got smoked by the Diamondbacks 11-5. Reds have won 8 in a row and 12 of 14. They blanked the Rockies 3-0. Doesn't seem to be any in between right now in the National League. Either you're red hot or stone cold.
Well, we know walks are never a good thing, but if you had to pick 1 player in this Cardinals lineup that you don't mind being on base, it's probably Lance Beckman. He's had gimpy knees, not running well at all right now. Doesn't run much under ideal conditions, but there he goes, of course.
And a broken bat, base hit. Beckman makes a turn, but he cannot advance to third. Cardinals with a little hit and run action.
Yeah, maybe that's why. It's going to take a very well-placed base hit to score Lance Beckman from second base. So Mike Matheny got him on the move there, trying to stay out of a double play and possibly create a first and third situation. Molina's bat shatters. Looked like Valbuena was distracted by the barrel of the bat and never really saw the baseball heading for the hole between third and short.
Beckman going over to talk with his third base coach as Samardzija and Soto discuss things. Nothing on Matt Carpenter. Yankees are 6-1 against the Red Sox this year. 10-3 the final last night in the Bronx. I told you earlier the Yankees are first team to 60 victories. They're 31-17 at home. Corpus and Maine are up. Things are pretty fluid in the AL Central. With the Tigers, that good run jumping past the White Sox. Well, now they're a game and a half out. Missed again, 3-0. White Sox won at Texas. Well, the Tigers lost in Toronto, and they're trailing again today. They are loaded for Descalso. 2 walks and a single to load the bases with 1 out.
One of those situations, Len, you have to ask yourself, would I rather have Jeff Samardzija facing the left-handed hitting Daniel Descalso with the bases loaded, or bring in Scott Maine, at which point you're probably going to get Alan Craig or one of the other right-handed hitters off the Cardinal bench. You have to weigh the possibilities and figure out which matchup you like the best at this particular moment.
Here comes Chris Bosio after that first pitch missed.
Give a shout out in this day in baseball history, Len. Back in 1985 on this date, Darrell Evans, playing for the Detroit Tigers, hit a 6th inning solo home run, leading the Tigers to a 3-2 victory over the Twins. It was his 300th career home run on a 3-0 pitch at exactly 3 o'clock. How about that?
Very nice.
Darrell Evans, a former teammate of mine, one of the all-time good guys in the game of baseball.
As Ernie Harwell, I'm sure, said that day, it is long gone. 1-0 pitch on the way. That is well hit. Deep right. It's going to be caught by LaHair as the Cardinals tie it up. Well, good thing the wind's blowing in today. That could have been a grand slam. Sac fly for Descalso, and it's 2-2.
Sure looked like a long one off the bat of Daniel Descalso. Had the right trajectory, the right direction, but just enough wind blowing in from right center field to hang that one up on the warning track for Brian LaHair.
So both runs for the Cardinals ultimately resulting from walks earlier in the inning. Inside to the pitcher Kelly. First and third now. Molina representing the go-ahead run. 90 feet away. Kick, the pitch, 1-2. Because of the walks, Samardzija already over 100 pitches. Kelly without a walk, just 68 pitches through 5. Swing and a miss to get out of the inning. 7th strikeout for Samardzija, but 2 walks really hurt him here in the 6th. It's now 2-2.
Their bats as the Southside Hitmen pay a visit to Josh Hamilton and the Rangers. Coverage begins at 6:30 with White Sox pregame live. White Sox Rangers tonight at 6:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend.
Your dad's really giving him the business.
The designated hitter's the best thing to happen to baseball.
But it's not the same game.
Wow, he's really gonna get us a good deal.
The pitcher comes up and he's out. He can bunt.
Whatever.
Oh, we're good with 0% APR for 60 months.
Oh, yeah, totally. Thank you so much.
That must have been brutal.
No one needs to know how easy it was to get your new Volkswagen. The Autobahn for All event. That's the power of German engineering. Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months or lease the 2012 Passat for $209 a month.
Doc? Doc? Goose!
Our technology builds some of the best tires in the world. Because when it comes to performance, we don't just play around.
Cheater, we said no 360s.
Who's up for some leapfrog?
Tomorrow, don't miss a brand new episode of the Batter's Box. Tune in as 2 diehard Cub fans go head-to-head in the ultimate test of Cubs knowledge. The Batter's Box presented by Midas tomorrow night at 9:30 only on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend. So bottom of the 6th and a 2-2 tie. James Russell's up in the Cubs bullpen. Looks like he'll probably get the 7th. Samardzija 104 pitches through 6, just 3 hits, 6 walks, 1 off his career high 7 punchouts. Cubs trying to get something going here again offensively. It's been a while. 14 in a row retired by the rookie Joe Kelly. Knocked down by Schumacher, but that's all he can do. Leadoff single for DeJesus.
One of the toughest plays for that second baseman. You could see that ball appeared to hit right off the lip of the grass. Schumacher ranging over from his second base position, and you always have to be concerned about that lip of grass right there. That ball came up just enough to hit him in the thumb of the mid and bounce away for an infield hit for David DeJesus.
Game of the night last night had to be in Baltimore. The Athletics and the O's. Oakland had a 5-0 lead early, but then trailed 9-8 going into the ninth. The A's scored 6 times in the ninth to win it 14-9. Orioles' first loss when they've gone into the ninth with a lead.
Just watching some of the highlight shows over the past couple weeks, it looks like that Oakland team's having a lot of fun too.
Yep.
Bob Melvin has them playing with a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and they never feel like they're out of a ball game.
Really flying under the radar right now. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Strikeout number 6 for Kelly.
Kelly's fortunes have really turned around since that first inning when he started to go to his off-speed stuff. He was pounding a lot of hard fastballs and hard sliders in there in the early going. He's been mixing in straight changeups. That time a slower breaking pitch to get Castro way out in front. A lot of times when you see that pitching coach make a trip to the mound, all he is going to tell the pitcher is don't forget the rest of your pitches. Sometimes they fall in love with one particular part of their arsenal, throw way too many of that particular pitch and forget about their other pitches.
Kelly set. Another tapper foul. 0-2 to Rizzo. Upstairs that time. Still 2 strikes.
Well, that's not an easy thing to do, to make that adjustment to a 95-mile-per-hour fastball that was too close to the top of the strike zone to take. Kelly had been down in the zone with the first 2 deliveries and then goes up above the strike zone with a 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Rizzo able to just get a piece to stay alive.
Cardinals tied it on a sac fly in the top of this 6th inning. Short lead right now by DeJesus. Outside to Rizzo, 2-2. Former Cub Ted Lilly going to start minor league rehab assignment the next day or so. He's been out since late May. Left shoulder issues with the Dodgers. See the Dodgers on this next trip. And how about this, Bob? We go to LA and San Diego on the same trip.
What a novel concept.
Doesn't make any sense, does it? We haven't done that particular trip enough. Emergency swing there. Still 2-2.
That's a swing that is not designed to put the ball in play. All you want to do is get a piece of it like Anthony Rizzo just did. Try to stay alive. Hope Kelly makes a mistake on the next offer.
This is John Jay. 2 outs. The guy who has supplied the Cubs 2 runs on a triple in the 1st inning. Soriano with RBIs 60 and 61. Early on, it looked like we might see the same type of ball game we saw yesterday. That has not panned out. These 2 starters have been pretty good. Samardzija working around 6 walks. And Joe Kelly, after struggling to get comfortable in the 1st inning, certainly has since. Right center, and Jay battling the sun. Who's going to get it? It'll be Jay right next to Beltran. Looks like James Russell's coming on in the 7th in a 2-2 tie.
Filtered cold and chilled down to 34 degrees. We didn't invent cold. We bottled it. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
It's a golden opportunity to experience the largest, most efficient line of luxury hybrids on the road, including the all-new ES-H. While many automakers are just beginning to dabble with the idea of hybrid technology, it's already ingrained in our DNA. During the Golden Opportunity Sales Event, get great values on some of our newest models. Lease the 2012 CT200H for these terms, and we'll make your first month's payment. Compliments of Lexus. See your Lexus dealer.
Save big money during the Menards Big Sale. Create the perfect walkway or patio with flagstone pavers in 2 colors, 99 cents each. Tumbled Belgian retaining wall blocks in 4 colors are $1.99 each. Blood CWF UV exterior wood finish is a penetrating wood finish that's designed to restore the rich, warm appearance of natural wood. It protects against moisture and ultraviolet rays. Just $17.97 a gallon. 5-gallon pails are also on sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey fans, visit the Captain Morgan Club at Wrigley Field with more than 40 flat screens, great food, and Wrigley's largest outdoor patio. Come celebrate a Cubs win and join us for the Captain Morgan Club post-game party featuring great music and Wrigley's friendliest staff. For more info, including specials and private party options, call 773-404-4750. We have the Captain Morgan 7th inning stretch coming up. And a brand new head football coach at the University of Illinois, Tim Beckman, will join us. Here's James Russell in a 2-2 tie. Scoreless inning yesterday. James had that rough outing at St. Louis a week ago today. Gave up 6 runs in 2/3 of an inning to see his ERA balloon from 2.5 to over 3.5. And called strike on Schumacher, top of the order for St. Louis.
Schumacher, one of the strikeout victims for James Russell in his outing yesterday, pitched a clean 8th inning, did give up a base hit to Daniel Descalso, but struck out Matt Carpenter, Skip Schumacher, and Rafael Furcal.
Just missed the corner, 1-2.
A little bit of cutting action on that fastball, pushes it off the outside corner, and they do not get the call from Angel Campos behind the plate.
In on the hands and fought off foul. 41,276. Over 80,000 so far in this series. And that'll get past Baker and into center for a leadoff single. Schumacher has been on 3 times from that leadoff spot. John Jay.
Jay has the most sacrifice bunts this season among position players for the St. Louis Cardinals. He's put down 5 successful sack bunts. See if Mike Matheny asks him to move the runner into scoring position here. Thinking they may go the route of the sack bunt, only because it's lefty on lefty here. James Russell can be a real tough at bat for a left-handed hitter, and you've got the right-handed hitting Matt Holliday on deck, followed by the switch hitter Carlos Beltran, followed by the switch hitter Lance Berkman.
Does show bunt. The pitch is high. Jay with 5 sack hits this year. Popped up, and he can only get the 1 out. Problem is Rizzo's charging there. The throw right where Russell and Rizzo wanted it.
And Rizzo comes in a couple steps before retreating back toward the bag. Unfortunately, the throw was a little high into the infield side. Rizzo had yet to find the base with his feet, so he tries to apply the tag, but Schumacher able to get underneath with a head first slide.
So 1 out in the inning. And here's Holiday. He has walked and grounded out twice. See if they can turn it here. Valbuena. Baker. 2. Stretch time with Tim Beckman.
Today's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, University of Illinois football coach Tim Beckman.
All right, Wrigley Field and Illini fans, let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs. Go Illini!
The 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Captain Morgan. Raise your glass always in moderation.
Step into the black, a new darker, bolder spice rum from Captain Morgan.
Summer saving at Nissan's a blast. Summer saving, it's a new fast. Summer fun, our model year's done. Oh, Nissan summer saving days.
Right now, get the best deals under the sun, like 0% APR financing on popular models or lease Rogue, just $209. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Test drive at your local Nissan dealer today.
Summer saving days.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field. The 23rd head coach, the University of Illinois football program, Tim Beckman. Coach, congratulations.
Thanks,
Welcome to
guys.
Wrigley Field.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Honor to be here.
Great crowd today. Beautiful weather and a 2-2 game here in the 7th.
Gorgeous. It's been just gorgeous. What a great day for baseball.
Joe Kelly still in there facing Brian LaHare as he takes ball 1 outside. So tell us where the program is as we look forward to the 2012 season.
Well, we're 35 days away from that opening kickoff against Western Michigan. And we're heading down to Rantoul on August 5th. So we're very, very excited about getting this thing rolling.
And coming up, salute to Big Ten night on October 1st and 2nd here at Wrigley Field. And when you purchase a bleacher ticket from Cubs.com/special events, you'll also get a Cubs cap in the Big Ten team's colors that you prefer. And we have the Illinois version. There you go.
Looks great, doesn't it?
It does.
I like that orange and blue.
Nicely done. So that's October 1st and 2nd here at Wrigley Field.
Well, Coach, it seems appropriate. You're opening your season against Western Michigan, a Mid-America Conference opponent. You came from the MAC. You should know them very well, huh?
Well, I tell you what, Bill Cubitt does a great job with that Western Michigan program, and it'll be a challenge. We're going to have to play to the tops of our games, and but we're excited, and it'll be right there at Memorial Stadium.
LaHare draws the leadoff walk. It's the first walk issued by Kelly. And it'll bring up Soto. You got Brian Fuentes, who made his Cardinal debut yesterday, getting loose, and Tony Campana is going to run for LaHare. So you're from Ohio. So who'd you root for growing up baseball wise?
Well, you know, Dad was with the Cleveland Browns, so you had to be for the Indians just a little bit there, and used to work for the Indians as a loge attendant. And it, you know, it was just an excellent time growing up around you know, pro football and also around pro baseball.
Well, Bob, were you the president or vice president of the Tito Francona?
Vice president.
Vice president.
Yeah. There were only 2 members, so.
Well, we had some struggling days there with the Indians.
Man, I'm telling you.
But hopefully they're on the way back. What a great organization, though, to work for.
So Kelly will keep a close watch on the pinch runner Campana. Another Ohio guy. Campana from the Cincinnati area. A lot closer that time.
Well, uniquely, Jeff Smarge, his last football game, I believe, was the Fiesta Bowl, and I was at Ohio State at that time. So we really had to scheme up to stop him because he was a heck of a football player also.
An All-American wide receiver at Notre Dame. Another check on Campana. It's 3 straight throws over there, as he hasn't even thrown a pitch to Soto yet.
Campana getting his usual enormous lead over there at first base. And we talked about Joe Kelly throughout the afternoon. He's a good athlete. He has quick feet out there on the mound. A quick snap throw to first base. Very close that time.
Campana took a couple steps, but then put on the brakes. Ball 1 to Soto. Speaking of speed, that's a huge part of your game, isn't it, Coach?
No question. I mean, that's become the biggest part of college football, is being out there and recruiting players that can run at every position, not just wide receivers, but your linemen have to be able to run. So very, very important.
There he goes. Here's a throw by Molina. Safe. Big stolen base. Campana now in scoring position with nobody out.
Boy, a big break for the Cubs that this pitch was up and in. Yadier Molina had to reach to his left, drag the ball back across his body before he could make that throw to second base. And when you have a speedster like Tony Campana on first base, everything has to go perfectly in order to throw him out at second base. Cardinals are unable to do it.
Cornerman now in 2-0 on Soto. Cardinals thinking he may try to bunt. Instead, a base hit into left. And Pat Listash puts a stop sign on. First and third, no outs.
Another example of how speed affects the game. Shortstop was jockeying with Tony Campana, trying to keep him close to the bag at second, leaving that big hole on the left side of the infield. Soto breaks his bat, but muscles it through into left field for a base hit, putting Cubs on the corners.
Derek Lilliquist, the pitching coach, will head out the entire Cardinal infield now on the mound. Coach, when you take over a program, you've got the players already there. Then you start recruiting and bringing your own players in. What was kind of your message from day one to the players already at Illinois?
Well, the word that we always use is accountability. And we're going to be accountable to ourselves first and then to the program. So, you know, I've stressed that. I really do believe in the plan that we have in place. It's a plan that's been very successful at the University of Toledo, but also has ties with Ohio State, Oklahoma State, Bowling Green, those times. So we're really excited, and the kids have bought into it, and I look forward to getting back on the field on the 5th.
See how the Cardinals set up here. Corner guys are in. So they might try to turn 2 on a ground ball up the middle and avoid a big inning. Give up that go-ahead run. The pitch to Jeff Baker, and he lines out. Oh, they had a play at first. I don't know why Schumacher didn't throw it to Berkman, but thankfully for the Cubs, he didn't.
Well, the only thing I can figure, Len, is that Giovanni Soto was right in Schumacher's throwing lane to first base and didn't want to risk hitting the runner going back to first base and allowing Campana to score. But the timing of the play would have indicated that's an easy double play.
So that'll be it for Joe Kelly. Coach Tim Beckman, thanks for the time and best of luck to Illinois here in 2012. They open up against Western Michigan, and again, just a great cap. Come on out to Wrigley Field in early October. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. I'd like to thank the Cubs too. Boy, what a great opportunity for us Illini to come up here.
We'll be right back.
We have more than 3,000 daily flights on Southwest Airlines, and that gives our customers thousands of options to fly. Where they want, when they want. Now is the perfect time to fly to our sunny Florida destinations. Visit Florida from Midway, starting at $129 one way. Book all of our destinations online, only at southwest.com.
An accident doesn't have to slow you down. With better car replacement, available only with Liberty Mutual Auto Insurance. If your car is totaled, we give you the money for a car 1 model year newer. Visit a local Chicago office for details. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
Save big money during the Menards Big Sale. Get professional results with Rockwell. The Thrill is a drill driver impact tool that makes work easier. The VersaCut is an entire workshop in your hands and can cut through virtually any material. Your choice, $129 each. Make work easier with MTD. This 2-in-1 high-wheel mower features a 139cc engine with a 21-inch wide cutting path and 11-inch rear wheels. $179.
Save big money at Menards.
It is a Jeep call to the pen, and Brian Fuentes, now a Cardinal, and he's been busy. This is his second appearance in as many days since making his debut yesterday.
It's an inning yesterday, struck out a couple of Cubs batters.
And he will face Luis Valbuena with Campana at third and Soto at first. And now the Cardinals will move their middle infielders almost all the way into the edge of the apron. So they're not thinking two as much as getting Campana. What's your thought on that one, partner? It almost feels like they have a better shot at turning two on a ground ball than getting one of the fastest guys in the league on a tag play.
And once again, much like the stolen base attempt at second base, everything has to be perfect in order to get Tony Campana, who I would certainly assume is going to be going on contact on a ball hit on the ground. If any of the defenders have to move right or left even a step, they're probably not going to have a play on Campana at the plate.
Fuentes lobs over to first.
Well, there was a mistake right there. Yadier Molina had jumped out from behind home plate. That was supposed to be a pitch out. Fuentes misread the sign, interpreted what he saw as a pickoff attempt at first base. You see Molina comes out from behind there expecting a pitch out. Instead, the throw goes to first base, and he immediately went to the mound to go over the signs once again with the newest Cardinal.
Pitch. 0-2. If the Cardinals get into a save spot late in this one, Jason Mott probably won't be used. He's pitched 3 days in a row, covering 4 innings total. More likely would be Mitchell Boggs. Got the day off yesterday.
Yeah, the Cardinals had a couple of extra inning games with the Dodgers down in St. Louis, and Mott was forced to pitch 2 innings that final extra inning game down in St. Louis.
2-2 with Barney on deck. Huge strikeout for Fuentes. And with 2 outs, let's see if it will be Barney or Reed Johnson.
We talked about this just a few days ago. When you bring in that left-handed specialist out of the bullpen to face a left-handed hitter, the natural instinct is to think breaking ball, because that's more than likely what you're going to see as a left-handed hitter. But that time Fuentes crossed up Valbuena, went with the 4-seam fastball for strike 3.
So Barney will not pinch hit. Instead, it'll be Reed Johnson. Monday NL Central Division action rolls on from Wrigley as Castro and the Cubs gear up for a showdown with McCutchen and the Pirates. Coverage begins at 6:30 with Subaru. Cubs pregame live. Cubs Pirates Monday night at 6:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend. I think Eric Bedard will go Monday. He was pushed back from tonight with Wandy Rodriguez going for the Pirates. The Cubs are to be announced. It will not be Matt Garza, although he did play catch today and will throw a bullpen session on Monday.
We saw Darwin Barney initially in the on-deck circle. He was called back in favor of Reed Johnson. Ironically, those were the 2 strikeouts that Brian Fuentes had in his 1 inning of work yesterday. Darwin Barney and Reed Johnson.
Well, the Cubs had runners at first and third with no outs. Now there are 2 outs and still tied at 2 as Barney, or rather Johnson, bunts. Fuentes can't make a play and the Cubs have the lead. Reed Johnson, the sneak attack 2-out bunt. Three to 2.
Well, you see how deep the third baseman is playing. It's not a great bunt off the bat of Reed Johnson, but it serves the purpose. By the time Fuentes gets to it, makes a barehanded play, he's got no chance to get Reed Johnson at first. You see Campana's already sliding into home. Heads up at bat by Reed Johnson right there.
So he comes through again with his 13th pinch hit of the year. The Cubs with a 1-run lead. Inning not over yet. Inside to DeJesus. That run charged to the starter Kelly.
We talked about Joe Kelly and his string of quality starts, but his record was only 1-2 during that stretch. Hopefully another example here today.
Three and 0. That'll be Sean Camp against the middle of the Cardinal order in the 8th. Ball 4, bases loaded. 3 on for Castro. 1 for 3 with a double and a run. Cubs getting the lead back on Reed Johnson's 2-out RBI bunt single. One and one. Barrett Browning, another lefty up for the Cardinals, who yesterday used 3 left-handed relievers in the game for the first time in 8 seasons. Swing and a miss and a changeup. 1 and 2. The changeup, a roller to short. Out at first as Descalso just got Castro as the Cubs try to add on. They do, however, get the lead on the bunt single from Reed Johnson. And it's a 3-2 game as we go to the 8th.
Siri, what's my day look like?
Another busy day today.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm not allowed to be frivolous.
Oh, okay. Move my 4 o'clock today to tomorrow. Change my 11 a.m. to 2.
Okay, Marty. I scheduled it for today.
Is that Rick? Where's Rick?
Here's Rick.
Oh, no, it's not Rick. Now, how's the traffic headed downtown?
Here's the traffic.
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. Driver, cut across. Cut across. We'll never make it downtown this way. I like you, Siri. You're going places.
I'll try to remember that.
Very close with the naked eye. Not so much upon replay. Starlin Castro clearly beats that throw to first base, costing the Cubs at least a run here in this inning. Cubs skipper Dale Swaim came out to argue the call after the inning was over and was promptly ejected by first base umpire Mike Winters. You can see the reaction of Reed Johnson, Pat Listash, and all the fans in the background. Yeah, you miss a call and I get thrown out of the game. That's how it works, huh?
So Campana stays in. He scored the go-ahead run. He's in right. Arwen Barney's also into the game.
Well, Bud Selig said there's no appetite for added replay in baseball, but I think there's a lot of hungry Cub fans right now.
Carlos Beltran pulls one foul. Well, if you're going to get kicked out, if you're Dale Swaim, you might as well be right, and he was right. 0-2 on Beltran. Sean Camp from Virginia. As he strikes out Beltran. Talking in the clubhouse before the game, he's getting excited about the Washington Redskins upcoming season.
Yeah, we were talking about potential trades as we sneak up on the deadline, and Sean Camp is a guy that I'm sure has drawn a considerable amount of interest with the season he's had up to this point. Veteran strike thrower.
Swing and a miss on the slider. Awkward cut there by Berkman. 0-2.
Giovanni Soto must be having some cramping issues. Came up out of his crouch after that last pitch. He's been walking around, bouncing up and down on the toes, trying to, I'm guessing, alleviate a cramp.
High pop fly out into left center. It's DeJesus. 2 outs.
And honoring Ron Santo's induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame, Louisville Slugger has just released a limited edition full-size Ron Santo Hall of Fame commemorative bat. Get yours today at BigTimeBats.com or by calling 866-280-BATS.
Molina. The ejection of Dale Swain III of the season for the Cubs skipper. So Jamie Quirk, the bench coach, will have the reins in the dugout the rest of the afternoon. Goes the bat. Slider missed outside. Camp's former team, the Blue Jays, leading 5-1 over Detroit late. They're in the 8th. Full count. Rasmus Encarnacion and Escobar have homered for the Blue Jays. For Edwin Encarnacion is 28. Anibal Sanchez in his Tiger debut went 6, gave up 5 runs and 3 homers. Good battle here. Camp and Molina. Another 3-2. Another foul. Molina's not a big strikeout guy. Doesn't walk a ton either. And he does take the walk. Tying runners on base. Sequence started 0-2.
Oh, what a battle between a couple of veterans. Ultimately, Sean Camp tries to finish him off with a backdoor sinker. Just didn't quite get back to the corner.
The Galveston, Texas native Matt Carpenter. Flying to the warning track in his first at bat and has walked twice.
Molina with barely a step lead off first base on that first delivery to Carpenter. He's 8 out of 9 this season in stolen bases, but this is a pretty key situation in the ball game. He's not going to surprise anybody here.
Barney knocks it down. Still time. And he gets the out. 2-out walk. No damage done. Bottom 8. Cubs lead by 1. 3-2.
The LensCrafters semi-annual sale. We see 50% off lenses. You see a sale you can't miss. LensCrafters.
Let's have a barbecue today.
Today is barbecue day at Burger King. Try the new Carolina barbecue chicken sandwich and the Texas barbecue chicken sandwich. Perfect with sweet potato fries. Part of our new summer barbecue menu. Burger King, where taste is.
Did you believe in the no-no? Did you experience perfection?
It's a perfect day!
Did you witness the birth of a star?
There's number 1!
Don't miss another heart-stopping moment with MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV. Follow every team and every play live. It's the best deal of the season.
Did he do it? Yes, he did!
Don't let history pass you by again. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or visit directtv.com to order now.
Dish Network can claim what they want, but America consistently chooses DirecTV. For the best television experience, DirecTV beats Dish hands down. But don't just take our word for it. Over the last 3 years, for every customer Dish gained, DirecTV gained 8 times more. In fact, more people chose DirecTV last year than all cable and satellite companies combined. Sorry, Dish. 30 million customers can't be wrong. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Sportsnet Central update. Philip Umber gets the start tonight for first place White Sox. They battle the Rangers in Big D. Our coverage begins at 6:30 right here on Comcast Sportsnet. And the Orlando Magic is named Jacques Vaughn, the former Kansas star, their new head coach. Todd Hollingsworth joins me later on the postgame show. Now back to Len and Bob at the ballpark.
Thank you very much, Cap. You want to see a Cubs game from the front row at Wrigley Field? Well, now you can. Visit Cubs.com and click on the CBOE front row seats auction to bid on tickets in the front row, behind home plate, and along the first base line. Front row seats will be auctioned off to every game all season long, so don't miss your chance. Go to Cubs.com and check out the CBOE front row seats auction today.
Left-hander Barrett Browning makes his second appearance in this series. 1-2-3 7th. Yesterday, all ground ball outs. Facing Anthony Rizzo. He was 0 for 3. Swing and a miss on a breaker. Bunted toward first. It's the first time we've seen Rizzo try that, but he hit it right to Beckman.
Not altogether a bad idea, Len. Against a tough left-handed pitcher, you've got that right side of the infield playing way back. Anthony Rizzo leading off an inning in a one-run ball game. Unfortunately, just bunted it too hard right to Lance Beckman.
Soriano. Browning was a minor league Rule 5 guy drafted out of the Angels organization in December and brought up to the Cardinals at the end of June. Got a righty down there, Trevor Rosenthal, just in case here in the 8th. 1-1. Carlos Marmol preparing for the 9th. One and two. Browning has a sign from Molina. He strikes out Soriano, 2 away. Get Chicago Sports News Nightly on GMC Sportsnet Central. Coming up tonight at 10, the first place White Sox take on the Rangers. And the Bears practice for the first time in pads under the lights. Join Chris Bowden and Susanna Collins for GMC Sportsnet Central. Tonight at 10 only on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend. Campana pinch ran for LaHare in the 7th and scored the go-ahead run. Stole a base before scoring that run. I know he hasn't been playing much here lately. That steal number 26 on the season. He's now tied with Emilio Bonifacio for 3rd in the majors. Check that in the National League. Tied with Bonifacio as he flails away. 0-2. Bounced up the middle. Jump toss by Schumacher. Neatly done to end the inning. We go to the 9th. Marmol on. Cubs leading 3-2.
We have more than 3,000 daily flights on Southwest Airlines, and that gives our customers thousands of options to fly. Where they want, when they want. Now is the perfect time to fly to our sunny Florida destinations. Visit Florida from Midway starting at $129 one way. Book all of our destinations online, only at southwest.com.
Must be nice, cheering on Team USA from the shallow end. Back in 08, we didn't have these U-verse wireless receivers that let you move the TV around wherever. No siree, Bob. Who's Bob? And if you didn't have a TV outlet, well, then you couldn't watch diddly squat. You talk a lot. You have no idea how good you have it. It's not working.
The wireless receiver, only from AT&T. Get a free wireless receiver with a qualifying U-verse plan. Rethink possible.
Light Silver Bullet aluminum pint with 16 ounces and a resealable cap. It's gonna be big, really big. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Hey fans, tickets are still available for the 2012 Cubs season, including the next series against division rival Pirates beginning Monday night right here at Wrigley Field. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com, call 1-800-THE-CUBS, or visit the Wrigley Field box office.
Time now for our Home Depot doing more on defense.
Neatly turned double play, grounder to Luis Valbuena, on to Jeff Baker, who fires onto first to double off Matt Holliday.
Joe Mather in for Soriano in left, double switch, as he and Carlos Marmol are into the game. He'll try to get save number 13 as he faces Descalzo, a pinch hitter, and then Schumacher. Right now, Alan Craig swinging a bat on deck. Ball one. First outing in 4 days for Marmol. And a base hit to start the inning.
Possibly see a pinch runner here for Descalzo.
It's going to be Tyler Green. So here's Craig, who played right yesterday, went 1 for 5 with a home run. Right-hander Mitchell Boggs, in case we get to the bottom of the ninth. Craig has knocked in 50 runs in 58 games, and he takes a slider low. 1 for 3 in his career against Marmol.
Tyler Green at first, 8 out of 10 on the season in stolen base attempts. They're certainly not going to use Alan Craig to put down a sacrifice bunt. So more likely that Green would try to get a jump over there at first and steal his way into scoring position. Stolen bases last season, split between AAA and the major leagues with the Cardinals. He was only caught 2 times. His high came back in 09. AAA Memphis stole 31 bases, was caught only 3 times.
Well, with Carlos throwing his fastball a lot more often this year, he's added some velocity again. 2 years ago, according to Fangraphs, his fastball was averaging 94 miles an hour. Last year it was under 92 when he threw it just 36% of the time. Well, it's back up to 93.7. And he's throwing it a little more often than his slider when you add up all of his pitches this season. 2-1.
And I believe he's throwing that fastball with a lot more confidence. Dale Swaim and Chris Bosio, along with the catchers for the Cubs, have determined that Marmol needed to use that fastball a little more often. He's really letting it go. He's not guiding it up there trying to find the corners of the strike zone. He's just letting it go for the middle of the plate.
One almost got away from him on the pickoff attempt. Yanked foul. It's interesting, Bob, when he came up to the big leagues originally as a starter in 06, he was a fastball pitcher. He threw his curveball a lot more than his slider, which he didn't use that often. He really had to kind of fundamentally change his repertoire when he became a short reliever. Two with Green running is fouled back. Green not running. And a fly ball to center. At De Jesus will put away, 1 out.
Big first out of the inning right there. There's still more danger in this Cardinals lineup, but Alan Craig, secret weapon off that bench, as you mentioned. He's had a big year driving in runs, hitting for power. Get him to fly out with a lazy fly ball to center. Big first out.
Boggs and now Rosenthal in the Cardinal pen. Will be moot if Marmol can get out of this with no runs allowed. A strike. Cubs are trying to set up a rubber match tomorrow. Adam Wainwright and Paul Maholm. Schumacher wants Jose Oquendo to give him the signs again. Oquendo just
bangs his two fists together. Hit the ball.
Just hit it. Probably made 10 to 12 throws over to first since Green came on as a pinch runner. Has not really shortened the lead of Green, however. He's got a base stealer's lead. He's not running. The Cubs pitch out.
Well, once again, sometimes you can bait that runner into attempting a steal by throwing several pickoff attempts to first base. At some point, the runner's going to say to himself, there's no way he's going to throw over here again. I'm taking off on first movement. Cubs tried to catch that particular situation with a pitch out, but Green not on the move that time.
He goes now. Here's a throw, and it gets through, and Green stumbled a little bit as he got tangled up with Castro. 2-1 meanwhile on Schumacher. Boy, a break there for the Cubs as that ball got by. As Green unable to advance another base.
Boy, look where Darwin Barney had to come from to back up that play. He was playing way over in the hole between first and second. But as that ball got past the hitting zone, he just broke into a sprint toward shallow center field, was able to cut off that overthrow and hold Green at second base.
Kick the pitch. 2-2. Nobody's left. Big crowd buzzing here in the ninth. Cubs leading 3-2. And the count now 3-2 on Schumacher.
Yeah, play by Darwin Barney on the overthrow, Len. That's one of those things that will not show up anywhere in a box score. It won't show up on a defensive metric anywhere, but could have possibly saved 90 feet. What a different story if that runner's at third base with one out in the end.
Schumacher has been deadly in this spot. That's John Jay. In the hole right now is Matt Holliday. Got him. 2 away. Almost strikes out Schumacher on a slider.
Slider acting like a split finger, breaking straight down toward the ground. Nice pitch.
Pitch to John Jay. Borderline missed. Ball 1. Noting here, Bob, any base hit to the outfield, Green's speed, he's going to tie the game. For those infielders, to keep the ball on the infield would be key here. Don't even have to get the batter necessarily, but keep Green from scoring.
I'm sure the infielders are reminded of that fact from their own dugout and probably from Giovanni Soto behind the plate. If you can't make the play cleanly, at least knock it down. Keep the ball on the infield any way you possibly can.
You don't have to make an heroic play here in this spot. 2-2. Jay's fought off a couple of 2-2 pitches. Matt Holliday waits on deck.
It's a good place for him. Let's just leave him right there.
There's a chopper Barney. Cubs win. Cubs win as Marmol strands a tying run in scoring position. And they beat the previously red-hot Cardinals 3-2. Green was running with that pitch, but it didn't matter as Barney made the play. Well, James Russell gets the win and Marmol with the save. How about the game-winning RBI, Bob, on a 2-out pinch hit RBI bunt hit?
Just a heads-up play on the part of Reed Johnson. He took a quick peek around the infield before he got in the batter's box. He realized if he got that ball down on the grass on the third base side, he had a chance to beat it out. Tony Campana read it well, comes home and scores easily from third base. No play for Brian Fuentes.
And Reed, our GMC player of the game. And Gail Fisher standing by with Reed Johnson.
Thank you, guys. Reed Johnson, what a smart play in the 7th inning. The bunt single scores the game-winning run. Was that the call for you going in, or did you make that decision at the plate?
You know, I always look at that as an option. I saw the third baseman playing me back and was kind of waiting for them to bring him in a little bit, and it didn't happen, so I knew that that was an option for me. And, you know, in that situation, there's a lefty on deck. They got a chance to mess with me anyway, throw me a lot of off-speed stuff, so that's usually the best pitch to bunt as well. So I figured it was a good combination for me.
Your speed beats out the throw, of course. We saw Alfonso Soriano with a triple. We know Campana is fast. You guys are all going to have a runoff or something to see who's fastest on this team.
Yeah, you see Sori get a triple, and he was thinking about it when he got to second. And I was like, don't do it. And then he slid in there safe, and it's a good thing, man. He's been playing hard all year, improved a ton on defense, and he's great in the clubhouse, so we couldn't ask for anything more with him.
Uncharacteristic for Jeff Samardzija to have so many walks on the day, but it looked like he was really battling in this pitcher's duel out there. How good does it feel to score that one extra run to win this ballgame?
Yeah, no, it's great, you know, and he scuffled with his command a little bit, but that's what the best pitchers do. You know, they're able to get people out even when they don't have their best stuff, and that's going to be him every outing. I feel like he's got a chance to throw a no-hitter every time he goes out there. He's got that kind of stuff.
All right, congratulations, Reed. Great game for you and the Cubs. Len, Bob, let's send it back up to you.
Gail, thanks very much. James Russell's now 4-0 on the year. Carlos Marmol with his 13th save. Joe Kelly, another quality start, but he drops to 1-4. So for Bob, for John Walsh, Dave Turner, Tamara Anderson, Mark Harper, Jim Cornell Jr., Paul Ostroba, our great CSN crew here at Wrigley Field. Len Kasper saying so long. Final score, the Cubs 3, the Cardinals 2. Join us Monday, 6:30, and Bob and I will hit the air at 7 as the Pirates and Cubs open up a 3-game series here on Comcast Sportsnet. In-game scoring provided by ScorePad. You've been watching Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, now part of the NBC Sports Group.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan. Todd Hollingsworth joins me next on the postgame show. We'll break down today's action, bring you Jeff Samardzija and Dale Swain's postgame press conferences, look ahead at tomorrow afternoon's series finale at Wrigley. It all comes your way, plus questions for Holly after this short timeout.
Who says there's nothing new under the sun? Well, at the Chrysler Summer Clearance Event, you can get standard leather and DVD, 31 MPG Highway, Uconnect touchscreen, all from America's fastest growing automaker. Hurry in now to the Chrysler Summer Clearance Event. Now get 0% financing for 60 months or $2,750 cash allowance on Town & Country.
Let's go, gentlemen. Pick a chute.
Either parachute.
Either one.
This one has duct tape.
Both chutes are good to go, sir.
Okay.
Let's go.
See you up there, bud. Can I get, is there another blue one?
Chute's good. Packed it myself.
No, I don't think this is safe. Why is it wet?
The most important decisions are often the easiest, like choosing the healthcare coverage you can trust to give you confidence and peace of mind. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
I took a look at the bill from the phone company.
Our voice and internet bill?
I was shocked.
It was absurd.
My business was wasting money.
We waited.
And we was throwing money away.
And for what?
Outdated voice and internet.
I took one look, just one.
And I couldn't wait to do this.
We switched.
Yeah, we did.
To Comcast Business Class.
Don't wait to look at yours.
Fast internet, better phone. Switch to Comcast Business Class. Call 800-391-3000.
You're all set, big guy. Sleep in 2 weeks.
All right, great. Thanks again. Take care. We'll see you next time. Hey, Shelly.
Hi, Mr. Randall. There you go. That's your balance for today. And let's get you guys set up. He's ready for the twins, Mrs. Martinez.
Prepare for the unexpected with an emergency fund. One of our helpful steps. Take the first step today at BMO Harris Bank.
Cubs Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Nissan. Get to your local Nissan dealer for special offers. Nissan. Innovation that excites. Xfinity. Your home for the most live sports. Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Midas. Midas Total Car Care. Total Customer Care. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Honda. Visit your local Chicagoland Honda dealer for more information on current offers. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Horseshoe Casino.
Green was running with that pitch, but it didn't matter as Barney made the play.
A fired up Carlos Marmol, 11 for 11, his last 11 save opportunities. Cubs get just enough done offensively. A heads-up play by Reed Johnson. Cubs beat the Cards 3-2. Welcome in. Before we get you Todd's thoughts, let's go right to Dale Swain. Press conference brought to you by Xfinity.
Close.
I don't know. we're mixing apples and oranges. Why and ifs. There's more nicer things that happen in the game than that.
Daniel, how far in advance was the thought process for maybe Reed laying down that run? I mean, was it a hitter or two in advance?
No, that was all on his own. I mean, he's a good bunter, and you know, I remember once in Boston, he did it against us with the bases loaded, and it turned into a monster inning too. So now Reed's, you know, one of them baseball players that, you know, knows and has those kind of things in his toolbox, and you know, knows the importance of situation, third baseman playing back, you know, all those things. You know, he's just you know, an ultimate, you know, baseball player that you love having around.
Kind of a knock day for some arms, wasn't it? Walked the first three guys and then just needed a few more pitches to get out of there.
Yeah, you know, he wasn't obviously as sharp as, you know, I think, you know, he went into that game, you know, going to, you know, use his velocity as much as he can with his split too, and you know, probably got a little bit tired there, but the bottom line was he made all the outs. He got all the outs when he had to, and you know, did a nice job. You know, 6 innings, you know, with the power arm sometimes, and coming off, you know, the outing he had last time, it was, you know, he kept us obviously right in the game, and did a great job in that last inning. A couple innings where he, you know, the first inning and that last inning, he was in a lot of big mess, and he got out of both of them with limited damage.
Kind of game that you're winning now, whereas earlier in the season you might have lost one like that. Did you see the difference?
Well, I mean, the back of that bullpen's been, you know, pretty good. It wasn't, you know, all that good at the beginning. So it's been from Russell to Camp to Marmol. It's been really good. So, you know, that's the difference of, you know, winning those games and not, especially the one-run games. You know, they're, no matter who you're out there and how good they pitch, it's not that easy to get the last 3 outs without a run scoring.
Yeah, especially after last weekend, how nice to take the first through this series and do what to them what they did to you last week intentionally?
Well, yeah, we lost yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Nice try, though. God, I thought I was messed up.
My fault. I'm sorry. My fault.
No, I mean, it was nice to obviously come back and you know, just win this ball game after, you know, them beating us 4 games and you know, losing 2 in a row to come back and win a 3-2 ball game, you know, take the lead like we did. Campana, you know, that's a huge stolen base against the best throwing catcher in baseball. You know, after they were really keeping him close, a guy with a great move to first base. That's a big time stolen base in a big time situation.
Knowing Johnson's baseball IQ, the way he seems to know situation-wise what to do, would you be shocked if teams aren't knocking on the door for a player like that to, you know, as a piece of the puzzle?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, he's one of them guys that, you know, this time of year or even after the deadline is when guys, you know, with that caliber of player get picked up and you know, because he's a valuable guy to a team that's you know, vying for a championship or trying to get in the playoffs.
All right, hello, welcome into our Cubs postgame live presented by Horseshoe Casino along with Todd Hollingsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Good win today. Jeff Samardzija was outstanding in Pittsburgh. He was scuffling a little bit with his command today, but he did a really nice job at finding a way to wriggle off the hook a number of times.
Did a nice job navigating a very, very talented, a very hot St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Yeah, you're going to sit there and say 6 walks, it's too high, but he was not going to make mistakes out over the plate. We saw that yesterday. 5 home runs, 5 innings to start the game, and almost like the game was over and we were battling back from the beginning on. Jeff did a great job today making pitches when he had to do it. At the same time, yeah, he was a little bit more wild than he probably wanted to be. That 6 walks there is an awfully high number, and he was flirting with trouble all game long, but he wasn't going to give in. He gives you the 6 innings. You turn it over to the bullpen. You get a great bunt from Reed Johnson, some great base running from Tony Campana, just enough to get that win that seemed so elusive for a while there.
All right, if you have a question for Holly, you can ask it via Twitter. Use the hashtag CubsTalk, or you can log on to csnchicago.com. Click the Submit Comments and Questions tab. It's our Horseshoe Casino Submit a Question segment. We'll get some in before the end of the show. Time now for our Sports Authority play of the game. And we move to the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, men on the corners. Pinch hitter Reed Johnson up and on his own lays down a magnificent bunt on the first pitch he saw. Tony Campana races in to score. That's the game winner. Cubs lead 3-2.
Reader, love it. You know what? You're thinking outside the box right there. You heard me talking with Gail at the end of the game there. You know, what was the reasoning behind it? You know, I got a lefty behind me on deck. You know, this is a play where it's a do-or-die play. You've also got speed on third base. I know he didn't mention it, but you get the fastest man on the team at third. It eliminates the play at home. It's a do-or-die play at first base with a left-hander coming off the mound, going away from first base, having to probably backhand a ball. The third baseman's deep. It's him versus the pitcher, and he won. The Cubs win.
All right, now, Starlin Castro hit a ball, and if you watch the replay, it's a huge play in the game if the Cardinals are able to tie it, because this should have given the Cubs another run. He is called out there. He is furious. We go to break. Dale Swaim comes out. I mean, he is safe by, you know, clearly by half a step or more. Dale Swaim gets ejected, and as Bob Brenly put it so perfectly, you blow a call and I get ejected. But that was a huge play.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's safe at first base, and slow motion is going to make him look even safer. But you're right. I mean, Dale Swaim doing his job, standing up for his players. But here's the thing about baseball, folks. You blow a call, umpire gets it wrong, you don't go back and you change it, especially on a play like that. And that's the unfortunate part about it. That's kind of how I live my life, was the understanding that I don't know if it does me a whole lot of good for me to get in the umpire's face, because if I get myself ejected, and that's what I was happy to see Starlin not overreact right there and get himself ejected.
All right, back to Wrigley. Here's Jeff Samardzija.
I felt really good coming into the game, and I just wanted to come in that first inning and hit my spots and get the game going. And, you know, just a little tentativeness kind of got me, and I was trying to find my release point. And, yeah, you know, just happy I came out of that inning just giving up 1. You know, it's a lineup like that, when they got a lot of pop in the middle of it, especially with those quick guys up top, you need to get those early outs. So, you know, it kind of calmed me down, though, to tell you the truth. And, you know, gives you a little confidence booster when you get out of that with just 1 run.
You were saying before that maybe earlier in the season this would have been a game you guys might have lost, but you're winning those.
Yeah, you know, I think we said earlier in the year that, you know, we're going to have a lot of these games and we need to learn quick on how to win them. And, you know, bullpen came in, did a great job, and And then Marmol did a great job there in the end, and we got that run when we needed it to go up 3-2. So, you know, as a pitcher, you know, I'm starting to learn that, you know, it's not over till it's over, and you need to, you know, claw your way and keep as many runs off the board as you can. You never know what's going to happen on offense. So I made it harder for myself for those 6 walks. But, you know, like we said, back in the day, that probably would have been a different day for me. But, you know, I'm starting to learn, you know, how to pitch in those situations and how to get out of them with minimal damage.
Jeff, can you talk about having a heady ball player like Reed lay down a punt like that that basically wins the game?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at since I've been playing, if you look at guys that are clutch and smart and make big plays, you know, you put Reed right up there with most anybody. It seems like he's always making big plays in big situations. And, you know, in team sports, you need that one guy that makes big plays when you really need one. And, you know, any way you can get it done. He saw the third baseman was playing deep. You know, Fuentes probably doesn't field his position all that well, and so he put one down, 2 outs when I was expecting it, and he got on first, and we ended up winning the game. It's things like that you need to do to win those ball games, especially against a great team like the Cardinals are.
How hard do you think that is to do for a guy Colwell off the bench?
It's really hard. You know, it's hard enough for those guys to come off the bench and face these bullpen guys that are throwing 95 plus. You know, but to come in off the bench and still have an approach at the plate and an idea of what you want to do, you know, it speaks volumes for the type of player that he is and how prepared he is every day.
6th inning, you fell behind everybody,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt like it came and went today for me. I thought there were spurts when I couldn't miss and I was making all my pitches, and then there was times when I was kind of battling myself. It almost took getting runners on to really get my head on straight and make big pitches. So, you know, I don't know. We'll go back and look at the film and see. Again, I don't think there's a situation where we need to change anything. It's just, you know, maybe remember how we felt there early in the game and throughout the game, and you know, understand that we can be a little more aggressive in the zone. But, you know, like I said, that's a great lineup, and you don't want to give in to them regardless. So sometimes a walk isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. They put up big numbers from 1 to 8, and you got to manage it. You know, you got to make sure you make your good pitches. And if you do walk a guy, you know, understand you can still get a double play or still pitch around it. So, you know, they just make you work, and I'm assuming for as long as I face them, they always will.
Jeff Samardzija pitched very well today. Scuffle with 6 walks, struck out 7, but gave up just 2 runs, gets the no decision. And this guy has such good stuff. You've got to think that as he gets more and more seasoning, he's going to become a really solid starter.
I mean, this is, to me, kind of proves where Jeff's at. Number one, the ball didn't leave the yard today, and he made pitches really when he had to. I mean, yeah, the walk total was there, but you know, I watched this Cardinals team an awful lot. You know, outside of them playing the Cubs even yesterday, I know that they've been hot and they've been swinging the bats really, really well. Jeff, I mean, top to bottom, did a good job of tinkering around. He didn't make mistakes out over the plate, and I'm actually happier to see him navigate the Cardinals lineup the way that he did, as opposed to getting into throw-strike mode out over the plate, because right now this is a Cardinals team that's going to make you pay, and you saw that yesterday.
Cubs beat the Cardinals 3-2 at Wrigley this afternoon. Todd and I will have more after this quick timeout. We'll get Holly's thoughts on the entire pitching matchup today.
Bigger isn't always better, except at Horseshoe Casino. With over 3,000 slots offering the biggest jackpots and well over 100 table games, we're the place where true gamblers come to play. Somebody's got to be second best. We're just glad it's never us. And now, you can win a chance to play for hundreds of thousands of dollars during the ultimate jackpot, Horseshoe Casino. A total rewards property.
Only Mazda is so obsessed with the future of driving that it's revolutionizing everything. SkyActiv technology makes vehicles stronger with 2 top safety picks and more fuel efficient, like the 40 mpg Highway Mazda 3 and the 2013 Mazda CX-5. No compromises. We build Mazdas. What do you drive? Now, during the Mazda Summer Drive, get the Mazda 3 for 0% APR plus $250 APR cash and no payment for 90 days.
Now listen to me. I've seen you grow as players and grow as a team. And no matter what happens out there, you will walk out of this locker room better than when you walked in. Win or lose, you are all champions.
These have always been the rooms where teams are built, and Sports Authority will always supply just the right tools. Because we have everything for every team with unbeatable values. Sports Authority, all things sporting good.
Player. Eli? Prime time?
Where's the games, man?
Well, there's only the one game on right now, so...
Rookie. It is on. Only NFL Sunday Ticket gives you every game, every Sunday.
Thanks, man.
It is on. What?
Get NFL Sunday Ticket now at the lowest price in almost a decade, only with DirecTV.
The road is full of possibilities in a Gerald Subaru. At Gerald Subaru, you'll get all that you're looking for in a driving experience, like safety, style, and affordability. And all Gerald Subarus are backed by our exclusive lifetime warranty. Come in and get the 2012 Forester for $179 a month, or the 2012 Outback for only $239 a month. The driving possibilities are endless, only at Gerald Subaru. Gerald is always a better deal, guaranteed. Visit us today at GeraldSubaru.com.
Time now for our Four Seasons heating and air conditioning. Who's hot and who's not on Saturdays this season. How about Michael Bourne, 417 on Saturdays, 15 runs scored, 9 bags swiped. Matt Kemp, 400 with a 900 slugging and 4 bombs. Daniel Murphy of the New York Mets, 411, 12 and 5. Who's icy cold? Freddie Freeman, 190 with a 207 slugging. When you look at some of the numbers there, Kirk Neuenhuis, 185 with a 278 slugging, and Ty Wigington down to a 196 slug with 174. Those guys really don't like playing on Saturdays. Time now for our UPS store taking care of business play. We go to the bottom of the first, 2 men on for Sori. Alfonso Soriano rips one, comes hustling out of the box, and watch this effort. That ball goes into the corner. Matt Holliday does not do a real good job picking it up. It's Soriano turns on the Jets and gets a hustle triple.
Educated risk right there. Listen, he understood the plays in front of him. He had a great read, and he took a little bit of a chance, but he got himself to third base. Now, unfortunately for the Cubs, they didn't get him in. But again, that's what you want to do. You want to take the pressure off the hitter by getting yourself to third base. It doesn't require you to get a base hit with 1 out, which was that situation. Sori hustled. He took that chance, got himself into third. And, well, if you get a hit in the next 2 at-bats or a sacrifice fly or even a ground ball out to the right side, you get another run.
Yep, love the hustle play by Sori. They're having an outstanding year. Time now for the Subway winning box score. And it's a Cubs box score. Beat the hated arch rivals from St. Louis. David DeJesus, top of the order there. 2 for 3 gives Holly a key performer win. Starlin Castro, 1 for 4, a double. And Soriano, you just saw it, that big 2 RBI triple. That was the big blow in the game.
You know, you get the sense of late, clearly the last couple, 2-3 weeks, the Cubs are doing a much better job getting out of the gates. This was a problem that we had earlier in the year where we did a lot of scoring late, but we were down 5-1, 5-0, and things weren't working out. You're keeping yourself in ball games now. You're getting some leads, and look how today played. You got the 2-1 lead and ended up tied, but you did just enough to win the ball game, and the game has a completely different feel. So it's nice to see that early offense and the 2 runs that they put up in the bottom of the first.
All right, time for our Cholula hot sauce flamethrower. Carlos Marmol on to pitch the 9th inning. First up is Daniel Descalso. He lines a base hit, so the tying run is on, and everybody in Wrigley nervous. Tyler Green would pinch run. That would bring up Alan Craig. He's going to fly out to center field. And then Green would steal second base. Gets a real good jump. Throw is down. Real nice job by Darwin Barney to back this play up. Skip Schumacher now a chance to tie it. He's not even close. Couldn't hit it with a Bodor on that slider. And then there's the final one. Real nice play by Darwin Barney. Over to first. Cubs win.
Get 2 outs with fastballs right there. You know how many walks he had in that inning? Boom, goose egg, that's right.
I love the emotion out of Marmol there. I mean, he is jacked up. And, folks, I know that Carlos Marmol gives people a little bit of palpitations at times. He's 11 for his last 11 in save opportunities.
No, but he's been good. And I think the anxiety that we get, the nervousness that personally I get, it's not when it's a leadoff hit. I know he's throwing strikes. It's when I see the leadoff walk followed by another walk.
Or a hit by pitch.
Well, you get the sense that, you know what, he doesn't have a clue where the plate's at, and he's struggling. And when he does find the plate, it's going to be out over the middle of the plate. What you saw today was him give up a leadoff hit right there and settle in. Still made pitches. That slider, look how effective it is when you're using your fastball. And look at how he's beating hitters with his fastball now, because in the back of their minds, they've got to deal with that slider. They know it's there, and they know he can throw it for just enough strikes to get those swings and misses. He's beating guys, good hitters, with fastballs.
All right, still to come on the show, Holly will answer some of your questions, and we'll look ahead to tomorrow afternoon's series finale against the Redbirds.
Must be nice, cheering on Team USA from the shallow end. Back in 08, we didn't have these U-verse wireless receivers that let you move the TV around wherever. No siree, Bob.
Who's Bob?
And if you didn't have a TV outlet, well, then you couldn't watch Diddley squat.
You talk a lot.
You have no idea how good you have it.
It's not working.
Ooh.
The wireless receiver, only from AT&T. Get a free wireless receiver with a qualifying U-verse plan. Rethink possible.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
Your old air conditioner is costing you money. Put your money back in your pocket with a new energy-efficient air conditioner from Four Seasons. And right now, get a new air conditioner from just $24.95 installed. Furnace and AC combos from just $36.95. Plus, enjoy 5 years interest-free financing. Save money on your electric bill with a new AC from Four Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Every Domino's sandwich is made fresh with only our best ingredients.
They're not simply toasted. They're baked all the way through our pizza oven.
This isn't just an oven, it's our secret ingredient.
This is a 300,000 BTU flavor fusing monster.
I think he's gone a little crazy with that oven.
The oven's special, but it's not as amazing as our Philly cheesesteak or chicken mango habanero sandwiches.
It makes my mouth water right now, actually.
Order any of our oven-baked sandwiches or medium 2-topping pizzas. Choose any two for just $5.99 each.
You can listen to the satellite radio. You can make a hands-free call. You can relax in the comfortable interior. But you can't take the truck out of the GMC. Now get 0% financing and make no payments for 90 days on any 2012 Sierra. Or get a total value of $6,000 on this specially equipped Sierra. Or qualified buyers trade up to get $7,500.
Save big money during the Menards Big Sale. Seal up cracks with DAP 100% silicone sealant. It's waterproof, weatherproof, and won't crack or dry out. Available in a variety of colors, only $2.98. Keep your home safe with Schlag. Right now, all on sale. Keypad deadbolts provide the convenience of keyless access and are customizable to fit your security needs. The Plymouth in a bright brass finish is $99.99. The satin nickel finish Camelot model is $119.
Save big money at Menards.
Cubs Postgame Live is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Time now for our wing stop of the week. And we go back to yesterday's ballgame. Anthony Rizzo at the plate, and he smokes a ball to deep center. Watch John Jay. That is spectacular.
Oh, just absolute robbery right there. Anthony Rizzo. What a great grab. John Jay gets a nice route on it, gets back. You see the wind start to push the ball behind him. He's got to go behind him mid-stride. That's what he's doing. He's going full out, one direction, reaches behind him, and makes probably the greatest catch that we're going to see this year from an outfielder.
That was big time. All right, time now to answer some of your Horseshoe Casino questions for the one and only Holly. Do you believe that the trade possibilities and rumors for some players have forced others to pick up their game?
Oh, I certainly think it's a possibility. I'd like to believe that. I'd like to believe anything that's going to motivate a clubhouse or motivate a teammate or motivate a team. Those are all good things. That's it. You get to the major league level, it's, yeah, the competition's across the field. Those are the guys that you have to perform against. But again, here in Chicago, as we reshape, as you see this organization reshaping itself and redeveloping itself, I mean, I think there's constant grading that's going on. So absolutely, with the possibility of new people coming in, people leaving, an opportunity that's in front of itself, I mean, every guy should every day believe that he's on maybe red alert and that maybe outside of Anthony Rizzo, you know what, he's got to check himself and make sure he's getting it done every day.
All right, let's check out the pitching matchup for tomorrow's series finale. Paul Maholm for the Cubs against Adam Wainwright, who is 8-10 this season. Maholm, outstanding as of late.
Outstanding. I'd put Paul Maholm up against anybody right now. He's making pitches, all four of them working, staying down in the zone. Boy, has he been locked in. I'm excited for this one tomorrow as the Cubs look to avenge the sweep last weekend with winning 2 out of 3 against the Cardinals this weekend at Wrigley Field.
All right, Cubs win 3-2. We had a really good day out of Jeff Samardzija. Found a way to pitch out of trouble, and they beat the Redbirds. Thank you for watching Horseshoe Casino Cubs post-game live. For Todd Hollingsworth, Fedge Noslin, Terry Cortez, I'm David Kaplan. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Fuentes can't make a play, and the Cubs have the lead. Reed Johnson, the sneak, still tied at
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Horseshoe Casino. Nobody does more for the gambler than Horseshoe Casino. Just 20 minutes from downtown Chicago.
Bigger isn't always better, except at Horseshoe Casino. With over 3,000 slots offering the biggest jackpots and well over 100 table games, we're the place where true gamblers come to play. Somebody's got to be second best. We're just glad it's never us. And now, you can win a chance to play for hundreds of thousands of dollars during the ultimate jackpot, Horseshoe Casino. A total rewards property.
The best deals under the sun, like 0% APR financing on popular models or lease Rogue, just $209. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Test drive at your local Nissan dealer today.
Summer saving days.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
We imagined a hospital so advanced, even a building can play a role in improving care.
Doctors and nurses help design a place that helps save lives by saving minutes.
There's a complete heart hospital within a hospital itself. Continuous monitoring for critically ill patients.
Robotic surgery, advanced imaging, a larger ER.
The new Porter Regional Hospital.
We're going to transform healthcare.
In the Garage with Ross and Matt Kenseth.
Okay, Ross.
Get your tool collection started off right at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Do you even know what to do with that thing?
Build your tool collection at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This week on the golf scene, we show you some of the great holes from the Robert Trent Jones Jr. designed Prairie Landing Golf Club in West Chicago, Bravoslow Country Club in Homewood, Illinois, another masterpiece and longtime private facility which is now completely open to the public. We'll also make a stop in Crete, Illinois for another gem in the south suburbs, Balmoral Woods Country Club, owned and operated by a great golfing family, plus golf tips, and another version of our golf scene spotlight. Plus, we'll toss in a little jack. The golf scene is brought to you by Harborside International Golf Center. Bridges of Poplar Creek. Wilson Golf, makers of the new FG Tour iron. Hello again, everyone. I'm Steve Cashel, and welcome to another edition of The Golf Scene. We have a jam-packed show for you again this week, including lots of golf instruction, and we'll take you to some of the finest public golf facilities in the entire Chicagoland area. And we begin right here in West Chicago, Illinois. This is Prairie Landing Golf Club. Situated on the periphery of the DuPage County Airport, Prairie Landing is a terrific Robert Trent Jones Jr. design, which was rated 4.5 stars in Golf Digest Best Places to Play. Well, I'm now joined by John Schleman, the director here at Prairie Landing Golf Club. Talk more about the golf course and specifically the holes. And I love this Robert Trent Jones Jr. design, John. And not many in the Chicago area, correct?
No, they're not, actually. Only a few of them.
Wow, well, let's talk a little bit about what's significant about a Robert Trent Jones Jr. design.
One of the things that seems pretty consistent in his design and holds true here at Prairie Landing is we do have 5 par 5s and 5 par 3s, all of which are really unique, challenging, yet fair holes. And that's unique to golf courses, par 72 golf courses, to have 5 par 5s and 5 par 3s.
I love 9 and 18. Is that kind of a design trait of his?
I think you tend to see that in some of the Trent Jones Jr. design, where the 9th hole and the 18th hole wrap around the same lake, and the greens end up, in a similar spot. Yes.
Well, John, how do we describe the type of golf out here?
Well, we call it prairie link style golf, but it's a link style golf, which means not a lot of trees, characterized by a lot of mounding, bunkers, wide fairways, large undulated greens. But it's definitely a link style golf modeled after kind of the Irish seaside link style courses.
Front 9, different than the back 9?
Yeah, a little bit here. The front 9, you don't see many trees at all. The back 9, we've got about 4 holes, 10, 11, 12, 13, that you do run into a little grove of trees and maybe more of what you might call a traditional American style holes, yes. Number 5 is a par 5. It has a canal system or hazard or creek that runs through the middle of the hole, and it gives you the option of a little easier tee shot to the right with a little less trouble to carry, but makes a tougher shot into the green for the second shot on this par 4. And then if you want to go to the left and carry about 200 yards of trouble, you can get into the left fairway and only have about 100 yards into the green and making the second shot easier, but the tee shot a little tougher. And then on the back 9 is hole number 12, is our par 3, and carry over about 170 to 190 yards of all water, all hazard, and it can play as long as 215 to the center of the green and as short as about 150 to the center of the green.
It's very serene out there. That 12th hole is just beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's a really good hole. The pond there is actually a natural pond that was there before the golf course was actually built.
Well, a couple of things about this golf facility. I know you have memberships and your practice holes, part of the package, which are very unique, correct?
Sure, absolutely. We do sell seasonal membership opportunities, practice membership, weekday membership, and then what we call our ultimate membership that includes all of the above. But the practice facility is awesome because we've got a 7-target practice range, grass tees and mats if need be on the mats, but we try to be on the grass as much as possible. And then we have 2 full-length regulation par 4 practice holes that in between the practice holes has a nice 9-hole putting green, and as well as a 9-hole chipping and bunker practice area.
And this beautiful, majestic clubhouse. It has a little history behind it, doesn't it?
We call it the McChesney Pub and Grill, the grill room area. But the actual center of the clubhouse was an old farmhouse that was built in 1868 and then moved here in the original construction to be the centerpiece of the clubhouse. And then the wings were built on and modeled after the original design of this farmhouse that gives it its character today.
And when you walk in, John, you feel like you're at a private club, right? You feel like a private club member because you've got both the men's and ladies' locker rooms and a lot of nice amenities.
Well, and as well as amenities, we try to model our service after higher-end public, resort, and private clubs, and personalize the service. The golf shop is about 1,800 square feet, and is something that you might typically see at a nicer resort and/or private club.
Well, Prairie Landing Golf Club also features a wonderful teaching facility and a couple of top teaching pros on staff, correct?
Sure. We have an LPGA and a PGA teaching professional, Brian King and Kathy Williams. And, we tend to specialize in coaching juniors and in coaching beginner adults as well as advanced playing adults. And Brian specializes specifically in juniors looking to play high school and tournament golf.
Getting kids involved is the main goal. Now, to get them involved and keep them, you got to let them have fun. So that's the goal. Now, you got to throw in some instruction, but a 5 or 6, 7, 8-year-old doesn't care about a ton of swing mechanics. So they're not going to have fun if that's all we do is talk swing mechanics. So we have different games, chipping games, putting games, long drives. You got to keep kids interactive, let them have fun, and that'll keep them coming back.
Time for a short break in the golf scene, but before we go, we're going to hear from the greatest player who ever played the game, Jack Nicklaus, talking about the importance of young kids getting involved in the game of golf. What do you suggest? Taking them to a tournament, getting a club in their hand, watching with dad or mom on TV? How would you get a young person involved?
Well, I'm not sure how you actually do it. I mean, there's lots of programs around the country of, golf schools and different clubs, different public facilities, different guys do golfing schools. I'm working right now with PGA of America on trying to get into the park system. And if we get into the park system where fathers are taking their kids there for soccer or softball, baseball, lacrosse, whatever it might be, and have the same kind of interest, I think we could create a new area for kids to come from. So that's one of my latest projects, and I'm quite passionate on getting kids involved in the game. I'm passionate about getting kids involved in the game and having success early. It's the only sport that I know where they take a regular golf club and may cut it down, but they usually use a regular golf ball and a 4 1/4 inch hole. And basketball, they use a little ball and 6-foot hoop, and baseball, they play t-ball, and football, they got a little tiny ball, and they play Nerf ball sometimes. They play flag football. There's a way to learn themselves into it. Golf's a hard game to get into, and young kids need to have some success and fun. If they have some success and fun, they'll stay in the game.
Unveiling the Bridges of Poplar Creek Country Club in Hoffman Estates. Open to the public. Experience our newly renovated 18-hole course. Our reconfigured fairways, bunkers, and lakes present a newfound challenge in a familiar setting. Enjoy the exciting changes, including the new final charge of the 16th, 17th, and 18th holes. We also feature a new gazebo and waterfall area for weddings and events. Check out the new look in our pro shop and bar and grill. Come see for yourself. The changes will amaze you. Book your tee time and event today.
Come out to Ravenslow Country Club, a now public facility for a great golf retreat. Ranked the 14th best public access course in Illinois, as well as best courses you can play 2012 by Golf Week magazine. Bring the family out Tuesday through Sunday to our indoor or outdoor bar and grill for an enjoyable afternoon. Super Senior Tuesdays will give golf enthusiasts 60 and above a chance to enjoy our fabulous grounds at $39 with cart. It's all available to the public at Ravenslow Country Club in Homewood, Illinois. Call now, 708-798-5600.
Steeped in history and rooted in old-time service, Traditions at Chevy Chase Golf Club in Wheeling stands by a heritage of friendliness and customer service. Originally designed and built in 1927, this championship 18-hole golf course recalls the origins of the game of golf. Take advantage of the elegant banquet facility. Whether you're planning a wedding, a golf outing, a birthday party, or a business meeting, you can be confident it will exceed your expectations. Call Traditions at Chevy Chase at 847-465-2301 or log on to ChevyChaseCountryClub.com.
Looking for